Hello, everybody. Welcome back to yet again another episode of Shenanigans. Three, two, and one. Doesn't look like anybody's in the room yet. I'm sure you'll get here in a few minutes. But yeah, just haven't been on for a little bit. I tried to get on last week and I couldn't. My work schedule has been insane. But I had some messages and some emails from quite a few of you that were asking me. I'm all over the place. I'm tired, you guys. Some of the products I use in regards to like skincare. As you can see, my face has broken out. I still have that devil's horn coming in. Did go to the oncologist, dermatologist, and they said it's kind of like that's the tip of the iceberg and it's like 4 times bigger underneath. So for them to remove it is going to cause like a Frankenstein scar. So I'm debating on whether or not to get that removed, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, I see some people aren't in the room. I got my grandson, Evan DeCraven, in the room. Hi, Tammy. How are you, love? So Evan is my grandson, and he just celebrated his 13th birthday on the 9th. So yes, I officially have a teenage grandchild. Insane. His father, my firstborn Nathaniel, Nate Dog, made me a grandmom at 40, and it was such a blessing. Evan and I are very close. He actually has his own YouTube channel as well that he just started. And when I tell you this kid is brilliant. He's really into retro cartoons right now, like Warner Brothers, Chili Willy, Andy Panda, and he can tell you who made it, when it was released, if they were under RCA contract or another contract, Carl Stalling, the directors, and when they left the studio and they were bought out by the studio. I mean, this kid for 13 years old can tell you anything and everything when it comes to retro cartoons. And I collected Disney, Warner Brothers, Tom and Jerry, all that stuff for years. Had all these, if you guys remember, the tin cases we used to get. And I'm talking 20 years ago. They were like $60. And I passed them on to Evan, not knowing he was going to grow into loving them as much as I did. But yeah, let me introduce Tammy. Evan is my grandson. I'm great. Tammy, where are you watching from, love? Tammy. Oh, look, I got Tammy Anderson and Probosco. How about that? Am I butchering your name? Is it like Nabisco but Probosco? Yes, Evan, you got to put the link to your channel in here. By the way, speaking of this, you're going to see, if you're new here, first off, welcome. For anybody who's been with me for the last, year and a half, 2 years, welcome back, my friends. My channel started off as a Temu influencer. I was sponsored by different companies, and they would send me their products and say, hey, give us a 4-minute review of our products. We'll send you our catalog. Here's $1,500. Pick out the jewelry you want, whether it's sapphires. I'm all over free jewelry, right? Here's our shoes and other products, cosmetics mainly, because, you know, I need all the help I can get. You girls feel me? Tammys, you feel me? Yeah, so I'm all over the place. Again, I got up at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm a flight attendant, and I have a 4-day trip coming, so I commute. I live in St. George, Utah. I'm based in Salt Lake City, which is about a 4.5-hour drive. And what does that mean? It means I have like an hour flight to get to work, to get back, and then I sit until I'm ready to work the first flight, because there's only 4 flights that go from St. George to Salt Lake. And I was blessed and lucky enough to have more than 2 days off of work this week. I actually had 6. And what did I do? My ass mainly stayed on the couch, didn't do much, had a date night with my partner. But today, decided to do my spring fall cleaning. And when I tell you, my back is feeling it. I hate mopping and I hate laundry. I don't mind, I'll scrub a toilet all day, but the mopping gets me, because we have probably 70% of our house is ceramic tile. And it's just so hard to clean. It gets so dirty. Gross. Anyway, Tammy, amazing. I got 2 Tammys in here. My best friend since 2nd grade is also Tammy. Jonathan McLean. Evan, Jonathan works with Grandma. So he is a flight attendant as well. Minneapolis based, right? And anyway, I got to tell you guys some stories before I get into the haul. So I dated this guy. I don't know. I'm not sure how long it was. I want to say it was almost a year, like 9 months to a year. But you know how it is when you're like 22, 23 years old. It's like dog years, right? So I'm 2 years older than him, which was kind of like a big deal for me. I was a single mom at 18 when I had Nathan. By the way, Daniel, Evan is my grandson, my 13-year-old grandson, Nathan's son. But I don't want to, I don't know, maybe it went too far. But anyway, so I dated this guy for like 9 months, and I went through this like menudo phase, right? I was really into just like Latino men's. I always like dark hair, dark eyes. But when I tell you, this guy, Dan, was fine. Girls, let me tell you. Jonathan, let me tell you. In fact, I wish I had pictures I could post here, but I mean, the bluest of blue eyes. He had this like curly wavy hair. He kind of had a little rough side, piercings, nipple piercings. And of course, me being 5'1", he was taller than me, but gorgeous. And if you know me, you know I am a sucker for some strong shoulders. Ladies, guys, you get it, right? I like a good smile, dimples, and shoulders. I know I'm weird. And he had it all. He had it all. So yeah, we had a pretty good relationship, despite, me being a single mom. I didn't think his mom was going to like me, and she actually loved me and would tell everybody my son Nathan was her grandson. And yeah, we had good times. Well, anyway, things happen, broke up. I don't even remember. We were talking about this recently. Like, I don't even remember why we broke up, but we broke up, parted our ways. I know it wasn't nasty, for being that young, and my wild days, handled it with the grace of a woman and not the grief of a child. But I ended up moving to Vegas. Actually, after I dated him, I got in this really abusive marriage that lasted all of 6 weeks before I tried getting an adult. That's a whole nother story, another day. But yeah, I moved out to Vegas, lost contact with him, and every now and again he'd pop into my mind, or I'd go through my pictures or scrapbooks, and I'd see that beautiful smile. And I'm like, I wonder what Dan is up to. And wasn't on social media at the time. I think the most we had was, what was that? Plenty of Fish or something like that, before even Facebook came out. Yeah, you guys, 53, so you get it. But anyway, looked for him for a while. And Evan, don't blow up the channel. You're blowing it up with all your comments. I can't read anything but your comments. Chill, grandson. But I know you're excited. You can put your link to your YouTube channel in there. But anyway, I was like looking for him on social media. I've been on Facebook probably since it started because I'm a Facebook whore. Speaking of which, I curse, I vape. So my channel is not made for kids. Of course, my grandson's on here because he knows how his glam mom is. But anyway, going back to the story about Dan, I was spelling his name wrong. My dumbass, right? I went to med school, but I can't even remember how to spell Dan's name. I was spelling it with an I-E, and it was a Y or whatever. But recently, I was just really thinking about him, right? And I find him. Started kind of stalking his Facebook a little bit, and I find him, and I'm looking, and I zoom in on his face, and I'm like, oh my God, it's that smile. That's Stan. That's Stan the man. So I tried sending him a Facebook friend request. It wouldn't go through. I messaged him. Obviously, we're not friends. It wasn't going through. So then I'm like, I can be kind of slick. So then I looked at his friends, and I saw we had a couple mutual friends. One of them, here we go. You guys, this is just how crazy thing is. Yeah, Evan, just put your channel in the link, sweetheart. But anyway, let me catch up on these. Hello, Daniel Rookie. Hello, Jonathan. Anyway, so going back to this guy, Dan. I find him, I zoom in on his face, I realize it's him. I can't like send him a Facebook request. And I'm like, I don't know if this guy's married. I don't know his situation. If he's got a crazy wife that's going to think, oh, all of a sudden after like 30 some years, she wants her dude back. Ja, 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 ja. Right. So I see one friend in particular that is friends, what I was told, like a part of the family with my ex-husband that I was married to for, we won't even get to that. That was just like a really bad mistake. But she ended up dating him for like 2 years. She fell in love with him just like I did. He was very charming. I'll just throw his name out there. It was Edwin. To me, he wasn't so nice. To her, she was really good for him. You know, sometimes that compatibility's there. You either got it or you don't. But anyway, I called her and she didn't answer. And she texts back. She's like, "What's up?" I'm like, okay, here we go. But ended up talking to her on the phone for a little while. She was a sweetheart. But I was like, hey, and on my Facebook, because I'm still friends with the ex-husband's family, I would post pictures of all of us when we were younger, right? In my old age, I've gotten very nostalgic, y'all. So anyway, she's like, oh yeah, that's my ex. So I didn't even mention that I was looking for Dan. I guess she assumed I was looking for Edwin, which I could contact anytime I want, but don't want to, choose not to. So she's like, oh yeah, I dated him for 2 years. I know you dated him too. I'm like, you dated Dan? Oh, no. She goes, who? Who are you talking about? She goes, Edwin. I said, no. I was married to Edwin. We had a mutual friend named Dan. And she goes, oh my God, that's my cousin. Anyway, I was on the phone with her for like an hour. And I was like, all right, where's he at? Who does he work for? You know? I was like, I just got to reconnect. And I was like, I loved his mom, Donna. I hope she's still alive. And she goes, yeah, they're still here. So anyway, rambling, I'm going to get into my haul, tell you what is going on with me today. And anyway, we reconnected just like 48 hours ago. And I talked to him just for a little bit on the phone. And for me personally, it felt like just how it's always been since meeting him. And with, you guys know I was in a coma, you know, my health issues. And even my cancer now. So, you know, the things that I'm dealing with. But my memory's not very solid, but I remember many things about him. Can't remember how we broke up, which is probably a good thing. Maybe selective memory. Maybe it was really bad, but there were things that I had forgotten about that he reminded me about. Some things that were rather embarrassing, but it's cool because he never, even when we were dating, he never made me feel like I was, in my terms, gross. But yeah. Anyway, pretty excited I reconnected with Dan the Man. So give a shout out to him. I actually told him I was going to be on here and was going to do something for him. So there was one story. Strange events. Very good to catch up and reconnect. All right, so he put himself out there. Ladies and gentlemen, a blast from my past. Mr. Daniel Rookie. Round of applause. Yeah, that was my college sweetheart. How long did we date? Do you remember? He was one of the good guys, just so you know. I got your channel, Evan. Don't blow up my page with it. Shout you out, Vincent. What's up? Is it Vincent? Vinny? Vince? What's up, Vincent? Where are you watching from, love? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think it was more than a year because I moved out to Syracuse from Pennsylvania in 92. I think I met you like right when I moved out. I dated one guy before you. His name was Dan too. He died. He took his life a few years ago, actually on Devin's birthday, which sucks. We had kind of reconnected like you and I did, and he was going to come out to Vegas and visit, and then his sister, I don't know, do you know Amy Eppolito? Do you know Dan Eppolito? Small town Syracuse, but anyway, he hung himself on his mom's back porch on my son's birthday, and we were planning on him, I was going to fly him out to Vegas. He had some addictions I wasn't aware of, and I mean, we all struggle, right? We all have our demons, but anyway, me and Dan, after I close out this segment, you are welcome, Vincent. The U.S., what part of the U.S.? I'm in Utah. Dan is in New York. Evan, my grandson, 13 years old. Be nice, guys. No dirty comments. I have some moderators in here, and they'll give you the swift kick in the ass really quick if you act up. But Evan, my grandson, is in Illinois. Oh, my hair is a mess today. Like I said, I've been cleaning all day. I'm going to be feeling this pain tomorrow for sure, for sure. Who's that? Favorites with Laura! My girl. So Favorites with Laura also has a channel, you guys. Be sure to check her out. She's actually won awards, speaking of Vegas. Much better than me. You guys know I just play. I come here and play. I don't do anything else. This hair is driving me nuts. I don't know what to do about it. But I just take my headband off, you know. So me and Dan were talking about when he first met me, I would wear... I would wear these clip-ins, and it freaked him out because the first night he came home with me, he thought it was my real hair the whole time. And yeah, no, it was this, but it was dark and curly. So as you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, you know my hair is like shoulder length naturally. But as I've gotten older, not only have the grays come, but it's just hard to manage. So I actually, you know, don't clean the house with this on, but threw it on kind of as a flashback joke for me and Dan because I mean, can you imagine? What's that movie? I think it's called I'm Gonna Get You Sucker or something, where the guy brings a girl home and she takes off a leg. And anyway, give me 1 second, guys. Now I gotta do a brush. You can't brush this. So anyway, what did I do today? Almost 9 hours straight, cleaning the house, doing laundry. Only thing I didn't do that I normally do is cook. Pull out some of my Halloween, or I don't even do Halloween. I'd rather say I do the fall decorations. But yeah, I'll show you guys that later. We had some thunderstorms rolling in, and for once I am grateful living in the desert that I was here for them. I do need this one. I'm going to wrap it. But yeah, Dan, that was for you, my love. Just flashbacks to me. Now all I need is some fake eyelashes, right? Hey, gotta do what you gotta do at my age. Did you like that, Dan? Hey, Cheryl for Peace is here. Also another influencer. Be sure to check out their channels. You guys, put your links to your channels on my page. You know we support each other here. You guys have really gone further than I have on my channels. You know I had my personal crap going on, so I haven't done it. If you're just joining us, again, like Vincent from the U.S., still hasn't told me what part of the U.S. he's from, or did I miss it? Yeah, Vincent, where are you watching from, hon? My sis, Cheryl for Peace. I haven't seen you for a while. Oh my God, Vicky Mason is here. Jana, hi. How are you? Yeah, tell us where you're watching from. Again, if you have a channel, I'm here to support you. Put your channel links in there. Yeah, Favorites with Laura. I'm kind of like on cloud 9 just because I reconnected with one of my sweethearts and one of the better relationships, honestly, I've ever had in my life. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, Daniel Rookie, you know what? I wish I could find those pictures. It would take me a minute to go in the garage and embarrass the hell out of him and show you some pictures. But when I tell you, ladies, whoo, brother is fine and he's single. Hey. Mom, I'm 17 and a boy. Okay. Jana, is that how we say your name, honey? So I don't know. You better ask your mom if you're okay to be on my channel because, you know, I'm a sinner. I vape and do things you shouldn't. Also, look, I just saw that. Yeah, Daniel Rookie remembers that like yesterday. Say, Daniel, as you can see, Vicky Mason. Vicky is a friend of mine. Cheryl for Peace, also a friend of mine. Also, as I was telling you, other influencers. Smile Until It Hurts. Eric and George. They're the only influencers I've ever met up with personally. I want to say it was twice. They're out in California and I had some work trips there, but they have their own channel and they just skyrocketed overnight. Favorites with Laura, you'll see everything from crafting, painting. A lot of us do our hauls. Eric is just like one of the bravest people I know. I'm going to get all emotional, but yeah, I went out and saw them. We had a couple meals together, broke some bread, hung out and gossiped in the hotel room. Eric and George have been together for 20 some years. What is it, 23, Eric? Check out their channels, you guys. You will not be disappointed. I texted him and said, hey, you guys, I'm going live. Come on. Now we just need Chit Chat from Down Under to join us. Look at everybody here. You hot tamale. Who, me? Oh, wow. You smiling banana phone party animal. Yeah, it's kind of inside jokes. There she is. I didn't even know Diane is Chit Chat from Down Under. Another friend of mine from Australia, Dan. So I don't know if she caught the beginning of the live, but Dan, Daniel Verkey, who's in the room, you guys, make sure you say hello to him. Again, was my childhood sweetheart, and we reconnected after how many years, Dan? Was it 94, 95? The last time we saw each other? I moved out of state from Syracuse, came to Vegas, lost contact, tried for years to find him, didn't know how to spell his name, but we reconnected. And yeah, it's really made my week. So let me not get mushy, because you know I'll talk to you about the dirt later, right? I'm so glad you're here, Diana. I just watched your live. I need to check up on my videos, y'all. Favorites with Laura. Yeah, I know. I remember he was in your hotel room too. We got to come up with a name for Eric. You know, like the what was that with Vince Vaughn, that movie with Owen Wilson, like The Wedding Crashers? Yeah, Eric is in everybody. That's got to be George Hotel's room at some point. You sinner. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you guys. Yeah. So it's been like 30 years since I hooked up with Dan, and I probably embarrassed him enough. Yeah, Jonathan, you're a baby. Jonathan, Daniel, Jonathan, Daniel. You're me friends are Sue friends. Was one of, I had just went in flight. And wait, how many years have you been with SkyWest, Jonathan? So I'm 8.5 years in, but only four years in flight. So it was like my first month that I was in flight, and Jonathan went out and grabbed some Buffalo Wild Wings. And don't tell us how young you are. You're not the youngest one in the room, though, Jonathan. My Evan, my grandson, he's so far befriended Diane. We chatted with her when I was out there visiting. 8 years. So yeah, okay. So you got like 4 years senior to me in flight. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get into it. So my dumbass, I think I talked about this before on Whatnot, I think it's called. It's like auctions, and you'll have somebody come on that talks really fast like me, and they'll be like, all right, 10 seconds. Over here, I got this Christian Dior perfume, and it is 4.5 ounces, and it retails for $96, but the winning bid can grab it. Bidding starts at 11. 10 seconds on the clock. 10, 9, 8. And I'm bidding. I'm like, ooh, Christian Dior, perfect travel size, right, for me as a flight attendant. And I get it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm really not a perfume type of girl. I've always been more of a body spray. But lately, I've been Miss Fancy Pants. Smells delicious. But I'm like, oh, you know, it's kind of oily based. Then, I got this like 3 months ago. I love it. Whether, you know, I'm wearing a wig or extension, you can weave me alone. But see what I did there. But I was like, another auctioneer was selling it, and she goes, oh yeah, this is great for your hair. And I'm like, your hair? Who puts like perfume in their hair? It's a hair perfume. I should have talked to Eric about it first, because I didn't even know such things exist. But, you know, you could still use it as a body oil perfume. But yeah, I love this. So if you haven't tried out Whatnot, I know a lot of us started with Temu. Have you guys tried it yet? Oh yeah, favorites with Laura. Just Laura. Yeah, I just started doing it. I think I've placed like 3 orders. But yeah, I got this. I want to say it was like $28, but I guess it retailed for like, I don't know, $80, $90. But yeah, I'm hooked because I'm competitive by nature. So it's like I want to win, you know? Wiener. I want to be a wiener. But yeah, I love it. You should do it, Laura. I could see you doing something like that. I don't know if they have like a warehouse or like somebody has a retail store and they just do it that way. Laura did. I didn't know that. See, I got to catch up, you guys. I am so sorry. I'm such a bad friend. Yeah, I'll definitely send me the link for that. You got my phone number, Laura. So, all right. Am I okay? I'm not blurry today, am I? Because I've been having issues with my phone. Speaking of which, I got to do the whatnot electronics, unless you guys can tell me another route to go. But my recording equipment sucks. My grandson Evan got like a camcorder, and then Grandma got him like, how many gigabytes did I get you? I got him SD cards and a few other things for his birthday. But he's got his ring light, he's got the microphone, he's got it set up. You guys know me, I'm just chill. What you see is what you get. Nothing fancy, but I want to be good. I want to have intros with music like Eric and George, even like Trisha's house. Hope she joins us, you guys. Amazing. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to bounce around. Sorry. I love that my friends are friends. So, Daniel, are you still with me, or did I put you to sleep like I used to all the time with my yapping? Anyway, dollar store, and I have been watching George and Eric just because, you know, they put up so many videos. Smile Until It Hurts. And I saw some socks that he found there. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta have them. I didn't find the ones he had. I think he had a Tabasco one or hot sauce, but I found these. You guys know I don't like chocolate, not a big fan, but I love hard candy. And I always had those dummy lollipops, or what's the one? I think they were called like sluggers. You know, some of you are my age. But they were like these taffy pops, and they were like squared, like kind of like this on a Q-tip, just long, thin, rectangular. And they had like banana, chocolate, strawberry. So they weren't like blow pops. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? They had this like wax paper. You're just perfect, Diane. Glad you're here, Daniel. He's waiting for me to flash him for old time's sake. Skeet, 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 skeet. Inside joke. Anyway, I'm hyper today, y'all. I had a couple of Red Bulls in case you can't tell. But yeah, anyway, going back to the Dollar Tree haul, I got these and I love them, dude. I should put them on now. My feet are actually kind of cold. I don't want to go to work, guys. I got 6 days off. You know, I'm lucky if I get more than, oh, they're kind of tight. But comfy. They're cute. I got my blow pops. So yeah, I know a lot of things, different states. No, they weren't sugar babies, but I do love the sugar babies. Sugar babies were the ones that were like little raisins, but not raisins, obviously. And then the sugar daddy was the suckers, but kind of like that. All I know is the wrapper, it was very plain, and it had like a guy, Dan might know this because he's into baseball, but it had like a little slugger. Yeah, Sugar Daddy was on the stick. But anyway, yeah, so I had to go there and get these socks. Again, I'm all over the place. Told you guys I pulled out the fall decor. A lot of you know, outside of my OCD obsessive personality, I go through these phases where 1 week I'm painting. If you didn't know, Dan, I'm a painter now. I'm pretty good, actually, not to toot my own horn, but that didn't look right. I'm starting to sound like Eric. But, yeah. Not, God forgive me, I'm going to hell. But, when I was pulling out of, see, now I feel like Smile Until It Hurts with George and Eric. Pulling out, what? Toot your own horn, what? Okay, rewind. This is why my channel's not for kids. That was not intentional. I was in the garage pulling out some of my bins. Hence, when I came across Dan Rookie's pictures, I was like, I gotta find him, gotta find him, gotta find him, gotta find him. And came across, you know, my fall decor, and I'm like, you know what, it's starting to cool down. I'm gonna start putting up all the harvest stuff. I'll show you guys. Kind of cute, just kind of all over the place. Still have 2 more bins to go through, but one of my decorations I made probably 15 years ago broke. So it was on a scarecrow and it broke off. So from now until October 19th, I only have, I'm working like 5 days on, 1 day off, 4 days on, 2 days off. I literally have 1.5 days off every week until the 19th. But if I have time, which I probably won't, I want to repaint this. So I'll put it back on the scarecrow stick. So of course I didn't carve the wood or anything, just painted it. But it's really cute. So I'm going to be working on that. And I've got my like bows from Dollar Tree, I think it was. I believe maybe I got them from Timo. Who the heck, you know, you guys already know with my memory. Daniel, yeah, many talents, some. Not as good as I used to be. In fact, when I was out in Illinois visiting the new granddaughter that was born, Mariella, on the 2nd, I made chicken and dumplings. Evan, are you still here, darling? My grandson. Yeah, I do come into Spokane. I don't think I have. I think I'm in Tucson this week, Medford, and Redmond, Oregon. I'll let you know, though. But yeah, I come to Spokane, and they usually put us right off the river. It's like this crazy hotel. It's almost like a Holiday Inn, but it's 2 stories. It's got the patios, and it overlooks the like river, and there's like a riverboat cruise that goes through. Beautiful. Washington's a beautiful state. But yeah, so anyway, when I get to it, I got to repaint, do my crafts. Probably won't get to November, and then it's going to be time to take out the Christmas stuff. But I remember I got these from Temu last year, or the year before, and I didn't even put them up. So, like, I paid $1.80, and you guys already know when we did our Temu hauls, I think that's how most of us that have channels started. At least I know that's how a lot of our friendships formed. Hey, Eric, are you proud of me? Look. Are you proud of me? Look. Oh, see? Look, I didn't even use my teeth. But, this was like $1.80. It's probably like $6 now, right? Got tons of batteries. I'll throw them in there. Don't know if I'm going to put these over my wine bar or maybe outside. Oh, you know what? I think I'll put them on the railing on the steps to the entry of the house. But, yeah. I don't know. I have this leave-in conditioner in my hair. It's going to be a bitch to wash. Don't forget to what? Yeah, no more licking Temu bags. It's an oral thing. I don't mean it like that. You know what I mean? It's just habits, just like sticking matches in my ear. All right, jump around. Like, is that Cypress Hill? Jump around, jump around. No, who is that? Who sings that song? Come on, Eric. I never eat a pig because a pig is a cop, but better yet, a Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is that Cypress Hill? What's that? Who sings that? Alexa, who sings Jump Around? House of Pain. That's it. Never mind. Thank you. All right. 5 and below. Here we go. And if you don't know, now you know. So speaking of many talents, a friend of mine in Canada, well, she was my friend in Vegas for many years, and then she moved to Vancouver, and I see her when I go there on overnights. But she always gives me these little things of perfume, but it's like a jelly, right? Because it is. So she told me how to do it. I did cheat and look up a couple videos, but this is going to be something I wanted to do this week, but I was lazy. So you just get your perfume, right? Spray it, pour it. Do you guys know where I'm going here? I bet Favorites does. Chit Chat, you probably do too, you crafty bitch, you. Thank you, it's fake. I have to wear it up for service. I hate it because of my wrinkles and my forehead, y'all. I'm feeling all of my 53. But you guys know where I'm going here. Tell me what I'm thinking of doing. Get your favorite perfume, and I've got quite a few. 5 and Below actually has some really nice perfume. In fact, I will be back. This is for Eric because he turned me on to this, and I cannot find it anywhere. But bless his heart, he is so generous. Him and George don't let me pay for anything if we go out to eat or whatever. And I still have a little bit left. I don't know if it's going to work in this, but this is one of the gifts he gave me, and I have been looking all over for it. We don't have it here. And it's a body spray Brazilian mist, and this is my favorite. It's got notes of pistachio and salted caramel. And I have watched videos where Eric and George have done it. Oh my gosh, I just can't. Oh, it smells so good. But anyway, I don't think this will work. But you take your perfume, right? And then I got this at, not the perfume obviously, but I just got some of these petroleum jellies, Vaseline, whatever you guys call them. I call them Vaseline regardless of the product. One is a cocoa butter. And again, I get really dry skin being a flight attendant. One day I could be in Alaska and the next day I'm in Mexico. So my skin breaks out. I get oily one day, dry the next day. So I always have these anyway, especially like I get bloody noses. So I'll just kind of put it on a Q-tip and rub it in my nostrils. Always looks like I got a booger, but it's really just the skin peeling around my big ass nose. But anyway, $1.25, got 2 of these. And then, oh, hold on. Here we go. I should tell you a story about me and Dan. It's Dan hour. But anyway, she gives me these little containers like this, smaller than this, probably the size of like this cap, right? My Powerade bottle. But you take your favorite perfumes and it's supposed to make your perfume last throughout the day, because if it's oil-based, it's going to seep more into your pores. And from what I've learned from investigating, curious cat, I watched some YouTube videos and they say with the petroleum jelly base or the Vaseline base, your scent, your perfume, if you want to make it last, will stay in a lot longer, but it's more intimacy. So obviously if I put a dab and kind of like put it on my neck and somebody, you know, hey, good to see you, good to see you, they'll smell it more versus a spray. Jonathan, have you heard about this either? But what you do is you kind of seep this in a container with the lid on. You just, actually I want some on my lips now. But you just kind of put it in a pot of water and not boil it, but melt it, or I'm sure you could do it in the microwave. Have you guys, do you know where I'm going here? Has anybody done this? Anyway, anywho, put it in there, get it all melty, take your favorite perfume, get like a popsicle stick, whatever, Q-tip, spoon. So then you just pretend I have the Vaseline melted in there, couple squirts, and this bottle here, from what I've seen, will make like 5 of these. So it will preserve the life of your perfume. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. Have you guys ever done it? Laura probably did. If anybody did, Laura did. Who's two-timing? Oh, he gave you one of those? You know what? This is why we need to talk, girls. These guys, I'm telling you, you just can't trust these rat bastards. But yeah, have you done this, Laura? Okay, no. I'm going to try it. I'll let you know how it turns out. But you know how we're doing our friend mail and our gift swaps? How awesome is that, right? Like, would I get 1, 2, 3, 5 of these for $1.25? $1.25. I want to find smaller ones. I'm sure they have them. Temu probably has it, right? And just send it out. Hey, friend mail, here you go. Here's your hot cocoa and your perfume. And I'll tell you what, you guys, I'll be back again. I can't sit still today. I should probably be medicated. My ear is tickling. But if you guys remember back in March, I met this guy from Ithaca. I met him in Nashville. I was on a work trip with my girl Kelly, and him and his wife were swingers. Like, to each their own, not my cup of tea. But I was in LA, and we had a long layover, and they had this perfume store. And I was like, oh my God, that smells so good. I look at the price tag, it was like $485. I'm like, are you kidding me? Who spends that much money unless you're like a Kardashian on perfume? Like, yeah, no, nobody's up close and personal like that to even care. But I kind of put it on there and I'm like, hey, if you guys want to chip in for my birthday, send me this perfume. Next thing you know, I get it in the mail and it was from him. I met the guy one time. And I, talked to him and his wife. Nothing like that ever happened. That's not me, guys. But have you guys heard of this, right? So I guess there's a lab that makes them individually. So I've had this since March. You can use, I only use it on special occasions, but it's the Lies 41. Oh, I never even noticed this. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. Look at the label, you guys. It says happy birthday. And I guess he placed the order on March 17th. What is it? St. Patty's Day, 2025. And he got it in LA. Remember I told you it was at the LA airport? So that's so expensive. But like for people I really love, like favorites and... No, don't leave, Dan. You rat bastard. Okay, go. Go ahead and go. But anyway, yeah, I'll get to the rest of the stuff here, the goodies I got. Thank you for signing in, you guys. Say, see ya, Dan, my ex. Yeah, we'll keep talking. Again, we just reconnected after 30-some years just 2 days ago, so we'll chit-chat. But I'll get through my haul because I'm just Gabby. But anyway, you get this, you melt the Vaseline, put it in here like for something this expensive. I really got to love you. You got to really be like a favorite for me to use this and this. Otherwise, these perfumes, again, from 5 and Below, I recommend. 5 and Below, like I said, I'm usually body fragrance, right? Swipe and go. Yeah, Dan, I'll text you later. But get to my big opening here. But this Fabulous Night is 5 and Below. It's got like a plum. I wish it had like the notes, but to me it smells like a plum. Really, really good stuff. And yes, people, Jay knows I reconnected with Dan. He trusts me. Nothing's going on there. But if I was single, I'm just saying, dude, like, hit the gym. Like, I sent him a picture. Obviously, when you don't see somebody when you're 23, and now, this. But he's like, he's a freaking Sherman tank beast. I'm like, how are you still single? Anyway, this is also, if you guys, 5 and Below, who was it? I think it was George and Eric. You guys just did a 5 and Below, right? Love that. Our dollar stores are shitty, but the 5 and Below, I don't know what you guys have, but I love 5 and Below. This is another good one. Again, check out their cosmetics and perfumes especially. So this is what Oi Moi glitter, and I've had these for years. These are great. Nothing for nothing, but these are great. Like, oh my gosh, that one's really nice. I really like that one. And the bottle itself is hot. Look at the lipstick. Looks like a dog's wiener, but I can get past that. Sorry, guys. I'm on one tonight, obviously. But look at it. I love it. So, yeah, that's 5 and Below. And to put that in with the Vaseline, it can tone it down. This one was really nice, too. 5 and Below again. I just love... Haya? Leo, Haya? Let me know. Have you guys tried any of these? All right. Thank you for listening. But these are, hey, Eric, have you guys tried, I know you're listening. I don't know if you can, like, respond, but has anybody tried any of the 5 and Below perfumes? Because when I tell you, you guys don't sleep on it. This one was my favorite for a long time. I mean, look how cute these bottles are. This is Kimberly Sweet Peach, and it smells like peaches. You got the peaches and cream. Look at how cute it looks, like a butt. Not my butt, but a nice butt. I wish my butt was that nice. What butt? I said what in the butt? But yeah, so that is something, now that I pulled it out, because I've been waiting for 2 weeks to do this little video with you guys. Now I'm wishing I made it this week. I'm going to do it. I only have a day off when I come back from work next week. So I'm excited. And friend mail coming up for Cheryl with Peace, favorites with Lori. Of course, I got to get Diane. Trisha's house, you know, my favorites. I got to try it out and send you some. I mean, right? I think this is going to be too much with these containers. I think half the size or a third would be best. All right. Moving right along, because I've been wasting your time chit-chatting. You guys, like I said, I've had way too much caffeine today. Oh my gosh. I think they're online favorites. But I know when I've seen some of your hauls in George and Eric's, the dollar stores, I'd like to see what Diane's are. Diane, do you have any, and forgive me, my darling, but do you have any Dollar Trees or dollar stores out there? I don't know, you've probably done videos on it and I just missed it because, again, you know, I don't have time and I'm away more than I am at home, and maybe 1 out of every 5 hotels I stay at in a week will have live streaming. I'm going to save the big one for last, which is here. All right, next. I don't even know what's in here. So you guys, not to get all political on my channel, but I think I already went there with the whole Charlie Kirk thing, and I was a fan of his. Didn't agree with everything he did, but I got my Charlie Kirk shirts that I ordered like 2 weeks ago, and they haven't come in yet, so I'm a little stressed out about that. Because I did it from like the Facebook, you know, they're like the turning point. So I ordered 2 shirts. I guess October 14th, supposed to wear red. It's his birthday to celebrate his life. So anyway, I should have gotten prices. You know, you guys, I am slacking so bad because, as you know, I haven't kept up with my channel. But I got this multifunctional kitchen scissors designed to make your life easier. Razor sharp stainless steel blades for everyday household and kitchen use. Non-slip, ergonomic, handle designed for precision, multi-purpose, household scissors, meat and bone scissors, like if you grill a whole chicken and cut up the backbone and spread it out like butterfly. That's why I got these, actually. Vegetable scissors, scale scraper, nut cracker, peeler, bottle opener. Wow, easy to clean, detachable blades, free magnetic case for easy and convenient storage. Yeah, it'll go on my fridge, which I'll show you right next to George and Eric's picture. But there you go. I am going to guesstimate that I did not spend more than $5 on it. Again, I don't do Temu as much. Ordered some stuff. My mom's birthday is October 2nd, and she's not doing well. She's got a 6-hour surgery coming up, and again, October 2nd, she's going to be 75. I'm terrified. I'm not even going to lie, guys. I am terrified. My mom is just not doing well. So if I disappear, it's because... yeah, I'd be in mourning. But anyway, not even going to go there. But I was saying I ordered from Shein. I've only ordered from Shein maybe once or twice. Again, like favorites. I'm going to, after I take my shower and do my deep conditioning, I am going to watch your hauls on your whatnot. I'd love to see what you've done. So yeah. Anyway, again, this was Temu. And that's pretty cool that it's got the magnet, right? Didn't realize. I thought they were just... Is that supposed to happen? Yeah. You guys know I love to cook. But, kind of like when I did my watermelon jelly, I broke the clamps. Oh, okay, it is supposed to go like that. But, yeah, I didn't realize it had all of this, so I'm assuming this here is your nutcracker or cracked nuts and food shells, maybe like crab legs or play Pac-Man. Waka, 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 waka. Open shells, bottle caps. Where would you do the bottle caps? This is separate the handles for easy cleaning. Oh, okay, so the handles are supposed to do that for cleaning. Okay. Hey, where's the peeler though? After separating, the sideline can be used to peel. Look at that, you guys. So that's like a carrot peeler. There's like little notches. Pretty cool. But yeah, green. I should have got red or black, or actually black or white for my kitchen, but not too bad. Let's see about that. And this big one is gonna be last. Just a couple more things. Again, I've had these forever. Cheryl, what? Wait, who's leaving? Okay, Diane, I love you. Yeah, praying for your mother. Love you, girl. Sorry, I've been kind of MIA. Again, this is Temu. I have no idea. Oh, I think this is my knife. Oh, yes. You guys, I am stoked about this. I don't want to keep leaving the camera rolling, but I got this knife from Temu like a year ago, and I probably have, like, I have the whole Master Chef block. You know, it's not like super high end. I think I paid $200. And, you know, I got my electric knife sharpener. I got the, like, flint sharpeners. But the best knife I've ever owned, believe it or not, was from Temu. And it was, like, $10, I believe. So I had to get this. And you guys know, if I weren't so obsessive with everything, I would probably have a designated cooking channel, if nothing else. But I love my gadgets, I love my tools, and there is nothing better than having a sharp knife. Look at the craftsmanship of this. Are you kidding me? Love the wood. Look at the blade in itself, almost looks marbleized. But this is, you know, just like, okay, cutting a pizza, easy peasy, or like chopping the veggies like quick. I mean, you know what to do with a knife, right? But it's got some weight. Oh, I love it. I am so excited. I want to just chop up something right now. And again, I don't think I paid more than $10. And I am going to get better, you guys. Don't call it a comeback, but I'm going to be coming back, and I'm going to be working on the channel. And the next time I go out to see my grandson, Evan, you guys already know, my friends here, he's got to show Glamum how to edit, add music, do a proper intro. I just want to get better at my channel, because you know what? It started becoming work, and anytime I feel like I have to do something, as a strong Aries woman, I rebel, and I'm like, yeah, don't tell me what to do. I don't want to feel like I need to come home because I got 10 packages or this sponsored haul, and I have to have it done on this date. Yeah, no more. I missed you guys, and that's why I like going live. I prefer it because I'm interacting with you, but I like the old style video, but my camera's a piece of crap. So once I get it figured out, I'll get there, and I'm gonna be better and bigger. Well, hopefully not bigger, but better than I was. But I'm excited to use this knife. I still think my channel's gonna be miscellaneous stuff, you know, whether it's family, vacation, beauty, chit-chatting forever, because I don't know when to shut up. It's fun, Cheryl. It's like really different. I actually had no choice but to go live because my camera would time out because it didn't manage the storage. Okay, another Temu product. This was $12.97. So I did write the price down, and it is a over-the-edge cutting board. It says instructions for use before using the high toughness cutting board. Please remove the film on the board. Okay, I'm doing that right now. Protect your countertop and knives. The thickened cutting board can reduce damage to kitchen countertops, such as marble and granite. Yeah, I'm not fancy. I got like Formica. The arc-shaped edge of the cutting board fits perfectly with the edge of the kitchen countertop, making it convenient for you to directly scrape food and scraps into the trash, right? Cutting board is equipped with anti-slip pads. You need to remove the protective film and stick the anti-slip pads on the board. Easy to clean. Wash by hand with warm soapy water and then dry. Blah, 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 blah. Cleaning process is very simple, like all other types. Cutting boards, it may have scratches. So yeah, I like the edge on it because I'm a hot mess. I am a messy cook. Don't know about you guys. I would love to say, oh, I'm so OCD and clean. Yeah, I mean OCD, yeah, but no, when I'm cooking, I'm sure Eric and George can relate to this. I am all over the place. Like, I've got this bowl here, going here, but I love the lip. Probably because I don't have any. And you guys, I want to get some cosmetic surgery. More on that later. But I need my booty lifted because I lost all the muscle when I was on Ozempic and lost, 55 pounds in like 9 months. I've got like a pancake butt. It's gross. I never stuffed my bra. I was always blessed in that department. Maybe TMI, but I have no ass at all. I love the padded underwear. I'm putting it out there, okay? Like my fake hair. Thank God I'm not dating Dan at 53 years old because if he thought me wearing hair clips was weird, yeah. Yeah. But anyway, where am I going from a cutting board to cosmetic surgery? Like cut, cut, cut. I want to invest. I need my teeth done. I'm ready, guys. I know a lot of people are against it. Jay is so against it. He's like, you're gonna mess up your face. He's like, you don't look 53. I know I look 73, but I feel it, It's like I'll wake up, I'll get a new wrinkle and a new zit, and it's like, God, can you make up your mind? Why do I have breakouts like I'm going through puberty and then gray hairs and please just, I'm not aging gracefully. I don't like it. And I'm vain. I am the most insecure and vain person you'll ever meet in your life. So yes, your girl wants to get Botox. Actually, I was going to do a chemical peel this year, this week, but I go to a beauty school, so I'm kind of nervous. But I've heard chemical peels. I don't know if anybody out there are you pro or anti age-defying cosmetic type procedures? I'm on it. My mother had not implants, a lift. She had a full face. She's had tummy tucks. And then when she lost her weight, she had a gastric bypass. She almost died from that in Mexico. They had to redo it in the States. But then she had all that sagging skin, and they had to butcher her and take it off. But she looks great. People think she's my sister. She loves it. I hate it. But, yeah. To come, I am getting cosmetic surgery. I don't know about lip injections or anything like that. Like, I got a crook in my nose. I can live with that. Bottom teeth, crown them, cap them, veneers, whatever. That's like a lot of money. But for now, I'm really looking into a butt implant. Back to this haul. You guys were friends. I don't care. I'm just chilling with you. I love the lip on this. This is your countertop. So what I do is I'm cooking, right? I'm going to choppy, chop. And then I'm just going to scrape it and have a trash can right there. Watch your fingers, Shannon, you moron. And just scrape it into the trash can. So, again, under like 10 bucks. What not? Why not? You had stuff done, Cheryl? Okay, you know what? You don't have to put it out here if you don't want to, but I would love if you want to like private message me to tell me what you've, because I am nervous. I don't like needles. I've heard the chemical peels are great. Everybody has told me, especially because I've got, like, as you can see, like my wrinkles are significant. My crow's feet aren't so bad. With this right here, it's like when I put on my eyeshadow now, I feel like I'm putting makeup on a ball sack. Sorry guys, I'm on one. But there's so much wrinkles. Like before I used to just swipe the applicator brush. Now I feel like I gotta press it into the wrinkles. So I definitely want this where they take my mother had it done. But here's the thing, when my mom had her lids done, she has a scar. So if she's not wearing eyeshadow now, and it's right in the middle crease, you could see it. So I guess I inherited it from her, but that like excess skin on my lids, I hate it. I hate it. Yes. So I got to check out prices. With that thought, guys, hold on. I'm going to show you something. Oh my God. Am I going to get any sleep before I go to work tomorrow? Here we go. I have to grab this. I'm sorry. Again, something I got to work on my channel. But I feel like I'm just FaceTiming my friends. But I had a coworker I was flying with last week, and she said she loves chemical peel. It's the best thing she's ever done. So there's this beauty academy called Taylor Andrews, right, here in St. George. And I'm telling you, if you're not far away, like Laura, I know you're in Cal. If you guys want to, or sorry, Washington, come out and see me. We will have a girls' day. Eric, George, you're not that far from me either. Let's go. So what you would pay for one procedure, right, at a normal spa, and you know it's all their work. I want to get my hair cut by them. I want to get it colored either. But go ahead, deep condition, tint my brows, do all this. Some of their prices, they give you this menu. And I'm just going to tell you now, like a European facial is only $40. An Age Smart facial, $45. The only thing I've done, I think, was like a facial. I've only had one my whole life. Advanced exfoliation, chemical peels, look at that. $40. So if you are driving distance, I've got extra bedrooms. Bring it. Come, stay with me. I'll take care of you, man. I'll take care of you. You already know. Not for everybody, just, you know, my friends. But a deep conditioning hair treatment, $12. But the good stuff, let's go. So facial, European facial, $40. Age Smart facial, $45. Advanced exfoliation, chemical peels starting at $40. Layered chemical peel, I don't know what that is, $60. I guess it includes 2 layers, $10 each additional layer. I'm ready to go bold like that, like this. Well, your mouth looks like a prune. Microdermabrasion, $50. Microneedling, $125. Ultrasonic treatment, $45. All services are performed by students, but under direct supervision of licensed instructors. And then, of course, you've got your waxing. I need to do that. I want to see brows. Brow waxing, $8. Lips, $8. Nose, $8. Nose, is that inside? Chin, $12. Full face. Full face. Let's just go and get a wax. Full face, $18. Dude, at those little Asian nail places, they charge $15 just for like a brow wax. And you can get a full face for $18. Come on now. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on. Bikini, I don't think I could let anybody down there. That's, well, yeah. Shannon, you're going to hell. Laser services, I don't know what this is, but it says hair reduction, photofacial, skin tightening, quote given on a free consultation. Laser services. I don't know what that is, but I do that. But yeah, and then they've got something called a galvanic treatment. It's $10 that you add to your facials. A high frequency for $10. Cool down eye treatment, $10. Cold stone therapy, $10. Like, you guys, do you have any beauty schools near you that give these type of things? Dead serious. Laura, I'm not even kidding. Girls, Cheryl, Eric, George, you guys aren't that far from each other. Like I said, I have one extra bedroom here, but I can sleep 1, 2, maybe 4 in the living room because I got the air mattresses. I mean, we could do it, right? Save money. Let's have like, not a 1 day, but like a 2 day. Let's go get our massages, brows tinted, lashes. They even do lashes. Glamour parties, up to a nail color, $12. Makeup application, $15. Permanent waves. So you guys, here you go. Screenshot this. I'll hold it up for you. Okay? You think I'm playing Taylor Andrews Beauty School in St. George, Utah. Or text me if you guys have my number. If you're on my Facebook, I will send it to you. You can ask them to send you a menu. There's the phone number, 435-673-8150. You can call it and they'll tell you everything they have. But I know they're really cheap, and like I said, I wouldn't recommend getting your hair colored there. Maybe if it's a root touch-up or whatever, but... All right, I'm going to move along. Sorry. Chemical peel, $300? What did I say the chemical peel was? I mean, they have the instructor there, right? So you don't just have, you know, their watch the whole time, and if something's not right, the instructor comes in, so... And then, you know, I give 20% tip anyway. I'm trying to see, chemical peels are 40 bucks, dude. 40 bucks. And if you want the 2 layers, 60. I don't know what the ultrasonic, I've never, micro needling, I might do that. I've done it with the Timu stuff. Anyway, moving on. I'm just going to get right into, well, I think there's not a whole lot left. Oh, that was my fall decor sign I told you gotta fix. So I went to Michael's. You guys already know about the sticker book stuff, so no thank you, my bikini areas and I know, I don't know. I couldn't do that. Do you remember the colonics? I did that because I had to after I had my son, and I was terrified. If you guys know what it is, otherwise I'm going to be discussing. But anyway, back to Michael's. As you know, I've been doing the sticker book stuff, and I've got like 6 albums already. Had a blast with the kids in Illinois, did it with them, and just wanted to show you different routes you could take if you're doing the sticker book swap with us. So Michael's, actually, I don't know if the sale is still on. Sorry for the ruffling. But they had a buy one. The first time I went, and when I started the whole sticker book stuff, it was a buy one, get one second half off. Buy one, get one half off. Now they have a buy one, get one free. And it's the signature collection, I think it's called, or recollections. All right. So I got the simple one. I want to say it was like bigger. You'll see in, you've seen my other sticker book, just regular photo album. This is more of like a scrapbook size. So this is 12 by 12, 20 pages, recollections. This was 2 weeks ago. I got this scrapbook album, 20 top loading layouts, 10 clear protectives, but it's big. So now that I got 3 granddaughters, 1 grandson, and well, those are biological 4 grandchildren and 2 with 1 on the way. But what you can do if you want is you take out the sheet, right? The sheet inside and put your stickers on there. They tend to hold their value if you don't peel them and stick, but I've done it, whatever. And then I just got this cardstock. It was on sale. I don't know what it was, but you guys, I know Laura knows. I know Diane crafts too. I'm sure a lot of us, you know, crafty. She's crafty. Bum, bum, bum. But, yeah. So I'll take this out. I'll put the stickers on the back. Try not to peel them off, even if I got to use double-sided tape. Buy one, get one free. Michael's Recollections. So got a couple of those, and then I got refill paper. Don't know the prices. My bad. It's Michael's. It's not Timu. 25 pages. Stickers are cheap and expensive at the same time, but to me, it's just kind of my little thing I went through. All right, and then I'll show you some other ways you can do your stickers. Again, this is something quick, easy, especially like with me having 2 grandkids that are autistic, right? Like Evan's not into this. His YouTube channel's better than mine. But the girls, we just go out and we're like, okay. We went to this fair and the stickers were like 50 cents each. And I thought that was great. Let me tell you, Illinois, they're 5 and below, blew me away. You guys, they had these stickers I've never seen before. They're puffy stickers, Halloween. You push them and they're like flashlights. Like, what? But this was dollar store, $1.25. Again, that refill paper. It is just a regular binder. This is memories I create with my grandbabies. And when grandmom's no longer here, they can look back and say, oh, remember we did this? We did this sticker book collection? I had mine. And the other thing, oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. But they had such a good time doing it with me. Now, Daenerys, we call her Danny. She was the younger sister, not anymore. She's 7. Now that her baby sister Mariella was born, sorry, it's out there in the garden today, and I got like cobwebs, and I need a shower. But I just get the album inserts, put them in the binder. You know how that works. Open it up, take the page out that I just showed you, fill it with your stickers. And you could do that the cheap way. If you don't want to buy the actual albums like at Michael's, because it does add up, I recommend doing it like that, just getting your fillers. But these were actually really nice binders. Usually they're really flimsy or just poor quality, but I thought these were really cute. Like, this is, to me, just the 80s vibe, like with the smile, thinking of you, you're out of this world, think happy thoughts. But yeah, I've got tons of stickers, and it's time consuming, but it also relaxes me. So I'm going to show you a couple. So this was a 5 and below binder. Chemical peels here for $300. Yeah, no, Laura, seriously, you guys, you want to plan something for November. So here's the thing. With my job, I'm not even playing. I want to get Christine here too, especially with the loss of her husband. Shout out to Cozy Pink Butterfly. You guys, I got to tell you the truth. Christine's always been a sweetheart, but I've gotten really, really close to her. Like, she is just so consistent. It annoyed me at first. Sorry. But she was like, hey, how's your day, sis? Thinking of you. But I can't tell you how many times she would just text me, and I'm having a bad day. And in fact, when my grandson's birthday and the baby came, she sent us a gift. And it was so heartfelt, and knowing what she's going through with the loss of her partner for many, many years, I want to give that girl a vacation. I told her about Taylor Andrews. I'm like, girl, you come out here, and I'm taking you out. We're doing pedicures, manicures, facials, massages, and obviously you saw the prices. Like, on me. Just come out. Get here. I'll pick you up. You don't need a car. I'll feed you, whatever. Now, I know it's tough with the holidays, obviously, right? We have Christmas, Thanksgiving coming. Jay and I are going to Romania for 3 days, and then we're hitting Moldova for 2 days. We're going to Budapest. Anyway, we're hitting Europe for 11 days. 10 or 11 days, from the 19th to the 29th. So what is that? 10 days. Anyway, I want her to come out. So I know it's hard with the holidays, even if we have to plan it after January. You guys think I'm kidding. I'm not. So I already know Laura has my number. Cheryl, you have my number. We'll plan a girls trip. I'll put, if you guys want to get a hotel, there's plenty around here, but I don't care. It'll be like a sleepover slumber party in itself. We'll go hit that. If you want to do hiking, if you can't do hiking, fine. We can do some mini golf. Eric, George, I'm 2 hours from Vegas. So if you guys drive out, link up with Eric and George or Laura, whoever wants to come out from the West Coast to St. George, Utah, make your pit stops, come crash, partay. And not like party. We're going to go out and take care of ourselves. Shopping! Then you can compare your Dollar Trees and Five Belows to mine, but I am so down with it. Here's the catch. For me, every month we bid on our schedules. My seniority is really low. A lot of people have been with the company, flight attendant. I've been with the company almost 9 years, but seniority is like 25, 30 years. So when they bid on their schedule, they pick their trips, what they want, days off. I bid on my schedule from the 10th to the 15th, and then I know on the 21st. So what I'm saying is, if you guys are like, hey, I can do this week of January, let's do, January 20th, or I'll put my bid in, request those days off. If I have to trade, swap a trip, whatever, let's do it. You guys, let's do it. How fun would that be? first off, I'd get a lot of more subscribers with Laura, just because, you know, she's so popular and loved, and Cheryl, and let's get Trisha involved in Little Tornado. Let's do it. You guys, are you still there? I have 13 people in the room. I'm rambling, getting back to it, wrapping it up. I promise you I'm almost done. 5 and below binder. Got that stock card. Got that Temu sticker that was like $2. Took my permanent marker. Got my sticker book, pretending I'm 12 again. Are you guys still with me? These personalized stickers, if you don't know. What I did is I would put these pictures, like with me and Jay, of our engagement pictures. And I would give out at Christmas or Thanksgiving, or if somebody invites us over for dinner, you never go out empty-handed. So let me tell you how cheap your girl is. I get boxed, my favorite wine is buttery Chardonnay. I'll get a box of wine for $26 at the liquor store. I have old bottles from, you know, when I bought more expensive brands of a bottle of wine, you know, at a picnic. Rinse them out, wash them. Fill them up with the box wine. Nobody's going to know. You want red? I got red. You want white? I got white. Whatever. It's all white. And then I ordered these Temu stickers. And so what I did is created, like when we got engaged, I said, thank you for, you know, helping us celebrate our engagement. And I would put them on replace the wine bottle with just pictures of us. Or even Christmas, you know, if you do family Christmas pictures, doesn't have to be a wine bottle. You could just get the stickers and put it in and these stickers will last longer than a normal photograph, right? Put them inside something like that. But that is one thing that I don't think any other company, at least that I haven't found, has been better with Temu, is their personalized stuff. Shirts, blankets, hats. Like, their stuff is personalized, like I said, pajamas even. Cheap, 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 cheap. Highly recommend personalized items, even now with the tariffs with Temu. Welcome back, Cheryl. We were talking about getting together. So, the 10th to the 15th, if we can all come up with a date. You guys think I'm kidding, come out to St. George. You want to get a hotel, that's fine. I can host. So I've got one bedroom. It's got a queen bed in there. If you guys don't mind bunking up next to each other. Get some air mattresses. I can put one here in the living room. My section will fit 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 in the living room, 5, 6, if you don't mind. Little house on the prairie stuff. That's 6 people. I can kick Jay out for the weekend. Got a California King in there. Or there's plenty of hotels around the area. Let's have a spa day. Again, Taylor Andrews, reach out to me. You can get the full menu. Like, come on. Like, chemical peels, facials, massages, pedicure. You might spend, for me, let's say if I go all out, I want a pedicure, manicure, waxing, full face, deep conditioning, maybe $200-300. But from what Cheryl for Peace was saying, or was it Favorites, it was like $300 or $400 just for a chemical peel there once. Anyway, I'm showing you the sticker book. This was 5 and below. I just got that and I filled it with the pages, the sticker pages I got at Michael's. These are the labels, like when we got engaged and people celebrated our engagement. I just got them a bottle of wine. Basically, it was one of my best friends out here owns 2 bars. So I tell her, when you go through your bottles of wine, save them for me. I wash them out, rinse them out, take box wine. Yeah, you know, sorry guys, if you ever get a box of wine, a bottle of wine for me, it's box wine. But then I take these labels, why can't I talk right now, from Temu. But these are some of the ideas, again, for the sticker books that I do with the grandkids. I just got one of these little pencil pouches. How cute and groovy is that? Again, get in touch with my inner child from the 80s. These stickers were so freaking cute. The 5 and below in Illinois, I can't. Like, look, they're like little fuzzy, like puffy stickers. How freaking cute are these? Look. Little gingerbread man. And so what I did, and then one of the sticker books I got had these like tweezers and this little flattener. I don't know where I put it, but you know, like if you want to be all delicate, like, and pick up the sticker and put it on the tab. So I try to be organized, so I just put it in the pencil pouch, put the pencil pouch inside the border. But I got to show you how some of these came out. The thing with stickers, though, is, I'm sorry, I'm on one. I must have slept 5 hours and had like 3 Red Bulls and 2 espressos because I knew I had to clean the house. But some of the stickers are just hella cute. And then I had some from Trisha's house. I want to show you some of the favorites. Oh, this I sent to Eric and George because I know Eric loves his Halloween. So they had a whole book at 5 and Below that was just all Halloween stickers. But I wanted to show you. Okay. Okay, here we go. So yeah, Halloween stickers. But I gotta show you what I found in Illinois. They don't have this in Utah, and you would think. So they had this festival we went to, again, Halloween. Christmas all day. Retro Christmas, bring it. But I guess people make their own stickers. Like I had to get this for Evan, my grandson. Oh my gosh, just like Tom and Jerry. But look at this, you guys. These stickers, they're like beads. Like, how do they do that? And you know, what is that called when people, they have, maybe it's autism, but they have to like spin it or touch it, or they have the twirly stuff. It's like a fixation. But tell me this is just not like the cutest and simplest idea. People are like, oh, I'm not very crafty. I'm not talented. I can't paint. I can't, you know, sketch. That's okay. It's not hard to put stickers together. Look, found these. For autism. And you know what? My grandson actually kind of made me feel like the smacked ass I am. So I got the puzzle piece, which is like, you know how breast cancer has the pink ribbon. Autism's a puzzle piece. But Evan and I were making chicken and dumplings. And I know Favorites has been with me for a while. I know a lot of you have been with me for a while. Yeah, the beaded ones are cute. But I did a puppet show or something with the kids. And oh my God, I don't want to get emotional today. But, you know, I didn't have moderators at the time. And I was live. And I was filming with my grandson. And anyway, somebody used the politically incorrect word, tard. And, man, it's like people are so brave behind a computer, but I'm like, yeah, 53 or not, like, you don't want to mess with my family, you know, Mama Claus. But anyway, we were making our chicken and dumplings, and we were going live on a video. You could probably see it, and I was like, please, guys, you know, today's his birthday. Beautiful, beautiful, sensitive boy. My biased, my firstborn, you know. And so I kind of whispered into the camera, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning about autism. And didn't realize that, you know, and I probably should have talked to my son about it first, that, you know, they're not dumb. They're brilliant. 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 It's a gift, you know. And I said, hey, you guys, this is my grandson. And I was like, he's autistic. Be nice, like, under my breath. And he goes, Grandma, you don't have to whisper. He goes, it just means I'm different. And I'm like, I don't want anybody being mean to you, baby. And he's like, they just don't understand. I'm different, you know. And, like, shook me, you know. Just because, you know, you want to be protective, right, of your family, especially children and grandchildren. But he knows that he's different. But unless you've actually been around it, I don't care what end of the spectrum is, Like, I remember my son told me I didn't know anything about autism. And I remember, like, when Evan was starting to talk and everything, the things he would say and how much knowledge his little brain contained scared me. It scared me because I didn't understand it. And I'm like, Nathan, like, it's almost like he's like an alien, like literally from out of this world. Like, he could tell you, this kid, my son would take him to garage sales and buy broken computers, and people are like, oh, the laptop doesn't work, or the keyboard needs, it's just trash, because it was like a pile of free stuff, and my son's like, we'll take it. My grandson was putting together from like 5 different computers, built a whole computer at 4 years old. He didn't read. He just kind of figured it out. Like, insane. People just don't understand, but people are idiotic and cruel. Anyway, sorry. Hey, Blue Grandma! Yeah, like, okay, so I gotta ask you, Cheryl, for peace, about the autism, the different spectrums, because Evan is antisocial. With his YouTube, I am so protective of him. Like, Diane talked to him, Christine talked to him, and I'm like, okay, you guys, you know what? He's autistic. And I don't think he's on the channel anymore. He'll probably go back and watch it anyway. But I just was already, because of our puppet show, anticipating hate and people like saying cruel things, you know, like kind of like Charlie Kirk stuff. Like, how do you celebrate, you know? And he's okay with it. He's like, basically, Grandma, chill. I know I'm different. But his sister, she's a spinner and very sensitive to sound, you know, with the earmuffs, and doesn't know boundaries, like not to try to pick up a newborn baby out of somebody's grocery cart, you know, like, and I'm like, hey. But Evan is just very his circle, and this is such a blessing for me because he's aware of himself, but he's very selective on who he trusts, you know, and of course, grandmom. But we have a very special bond. Like, when I come out, like, he'll know. I'll make it like animals are instinct. Like, grandma needs a hug, or I can talk to him and say, all right, you're getting, like, earlier in the chat, I was like, okay, you're getting on my nerves. You're like blowing up the phone. Let other people talk. He gets excited, and just, it's like every day is Christmas morning with this kid. Let me just tell you. Let me stop. Let me go back to the sticker book because I'm getting all emotional. Anyway, I got to find these. Oh, here they are, I think. This is all the stuff we got in Illinois. So my son, Nathan, Evan's father, is really big on Family Guy. And I was telling you, we went to this festival and they had, the whole shop was all stickers. And it's like 25 cents, 50 cents. And they had them like cartoons, Family Guy, like Futurama, like all this stuff. I'm like, wow. Years to come, when it's not available, people won't remember the show, like The Bunkers, you know. And of course, being a flight attendant, they even had it broken down by states. So I've obviously been to every state. 36 or 38 countries to boot, and I'm adding 6 more to my list. 5 more in October. But I was like, cool, because I didn't get souvenirs when I was in Turkey. So when I saw this, and you can get just a bunch of them. You could just, again, Temu. I don't know anybody else that does it, but kind of nervous about going to Moldova, to be honest, because I didn't realize how close to, I'm horrible. You would think as a flight attendant I'd be good at geography. No. I'm like, Moldova, where's that? Oh, right by Ukraine. Oh, wonderful. Where they just dropped the bomb. Thanks, Jay. Do you love me? Do you love me? Like, first it was Haiti. And I'm like, yeah, he hates me if he wants to take me to Haiti, but no. Oh, these are like from Trisha's house, and Diane sent me a bunch of stickers. So I've got the pages divided into like inspirational quotes. But getting back to the autism with Denarius, she's now a big sister, but she was the youngest for a while, my 7-year-old granddaughter. When we were doing our sticker books, because they've got 4 that we did when I was there for like 5 days, 6 days. She was making themes. So, for instance, like that little roller blade, if she saw something that looked like a floor, roller skating floor, she put them together. But yeah, these beaded ones, as you were saying, are really cute. And I've got a whole stack like this I want to start sending out. So Cheryl for Peace and Favorites Laura. I think I sent Favorites some, but I want to get you some more. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up with these stickers because you've seen enough, but look at these. This was their dollar store, not even Five and Below. They're like 3D. This is dollar store. Look at these. They're like buttons, gumdrop buttons. This was my dollar store. It's actually the vinyl art for like a nursery, but I don't know. Getting in touch with my inner child has been life-changing, honestly. Okay, so these puffy stickers, maybe I put it in a different book, but they light up. I gotta find it. And it's not here. It's in a different book. Sorry, guys. I am hyperactive today. This is one of my episodes. So these I still gotta put in here. You use the box for, I use those for box openings. What? I have been to amazing places. I am blessed. Okay, let me go back. Autistic, he's 9. Okay, Cheryl for Peace. Look, some classes on. You know what, Blue Grandma, I need to do that. Maybe I can find something online because I'm still learning. Like I remember Evan, my 13-year-old. I didn't know what it was. You know, I just knew he was different. And I gotta tell you, even as an adult, you know, I'm ADHD, hyperactive. You know, behavior issues, go figure, in school. But this kid, he's just. I don't think people like, if you've seen the movie Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe, I think he was autistic in the movie. Oh, here's the stickers I was telling you about, I think. Oh, hold on. Yep, look at that. That's a sticker, you guys, from a dollar store. Hold on. Dang it. So it's like a shooting star. How cool, right? I warned Dan when he came on that my page channel was weird. But like even these retro, these were 5 and below, but they had like 5 pages. And I'm having a hard time because I don't want to knock over my candles. Roller skating was huge. I roller skated every Friday night in the elementary to junior high school. Alright, so that's the sticker stuff. I've got like 2 hours before I need to go to bed. And I'm going to do the last opening. Let me catch up on your comments. Yeah, Blue Grandma, where did you take the classes? Oh, stickers, yeah. No, Blue Grandma, so let me tell you. I tried to start something, you know, with friend mail. All of us being on a budget, and especially with the tariffs and everything with Temu. And so I, in my therapy counseling, said for some of my personal journey, which bravo to Eric, Smile Until It Hurts. I'm sorry, my nose. I'm just emotional. But he's opened up about his journey and his healing process. And one of the things my therapist said when Jane and I had broken up was I need to love myself and accept my inner child and things that someday maybe I'll share that I have personally been through. And what were some of the things? The question was, what were some of the things that you did as a child when you felt abandoned or alone? And one thing I used to do is I used to take a blanket and go on a picnic by myself. And of course, my dad was a manager in an apartment complex, and there was this hill that overlooked the back of a church, this big brick building that had a huge cross. And I would just unroll my blanket, my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I would sing like page 87 of the hymn from church services, brought up in a very strict Pentecostal church, and I would just sing out to God. And so my spiritual connection and my faith was implanted at a very young age. But roller skating, and before I became a teenager and was on that TV show for 4 years that you guys know about, most of you know about, And between that process, I'd say between 8 and 12, getting in touch with my inner child, we had sticker book collections. So me and some of the girls from elementary school, we would get, we didn't have dollar stores then, but we would get stickers, scratch and sniffs, puffy stickers, gel stickers, and we would trade them. So, the packets would come in like 4 sheets. I'd keep a sheet in my book, and we'd meet up like on a Saturday after watching our Saturday morning cartoons, and we would sit under this sycamore tree and be like, I've got this, I'll trade you this scratch and sniff for this puffy sticker. And I lost everything in a flood years ago. Like, my father was in Vietnam, lost his military uniform, his flag when he died. I had inherited his baseball and comic collection that was probably worth 15 grand, all gone in a flood. And even my sticker book collection. So when I was in therapy, they said something that brought you peace, whether it was writing in a journal or whatever. What did you do? Like build forts, whatever. So mine was my sticker book. So that was part of my journey of reconnecting with my inner child and starting a new sticker book as an adult. And that has basically evolved into something I do with my grandchildren. So when I go out to visit with the girls, not so much Evan, our connection is cooking and cartoons, but me and the girls would do it. And Danny, again, Denarius, she makes themes where Delilah's just kind of all over the place. Oh, I like the sparkly. Oh, I like this, So anyway, as far as answering your question, I decided on this platform that we would do sticker swaps, whether you're a fellow influencer or a subscriber or just somebody signing in one time. I'm like, okay, let me send you a package of stickers. So that's what I've been doing. Friend mail, I've only sent maybe 5 or 6. I know I sent some to Eric and George, Diane from Chit Chat Down Under, Smile Until It Hurts. I think I sent Trisha's house some. I think I sent Laura. Yeah, definitely sent Laura some. And they'll send me some back. So then what I did is, in these books, I've got pages. I've got one album specifically dedicated, like, my friends. And then, these are from Favorites with Laura. These are from Diane Chit Chat. So you want to be a part of it, girl, you got my information. We're friends on Facebook. I think you have my phone number too. I'd be more than happy to send you out something. However, I go back to work tomorrow. Won't be home for a week. So I might not be able to get to it to November, but let's do it. So yeah, just something for me, kind of like your newborns, I mean, that's a gift in itself. No, and I would never sell anything. I would be happy to gift you some stickers. So send me your address, Blue Grandma. We are great friends. What do you mean would have been? We are. All right, here is something I splurged on, and I believe, I don't know if it was Amazon. I don't know if it was Temu. Let me see. It just says GoFo. What's that? Might have been Amazon. But I had one of these, and when I had my garage sale in the spring, I couldn't find it, and I was mad because your girl loves her carbs. Bring on the cheese, bring on the cream, bring on the bread. Yes, ma'am. Yes, please. So, I actually, when I was doing my garage sale, I was going to sell my Instapot and air fryer, and somebody knocked over a table and broke it. And of course, as soon as I say, I never use the air fryer, now I miss it and want it. Didn't get it. But I love making my own bread. I have a San Francisco sourdough starter that's 300 years old. And I think I paid $30 for it years ago on Amazon. I've got the little sourdough starter kit. I haven't actually made sourdough in probably 7 months, but your girl had to go out and get a new bread machine. So let me show my butt, or lack thereof. And then I'm going to show you guys my autumn decor I put up. House is obviously a mess, right? Because I've been just throwing everything on the floor. I got to check on my girl, Christine. Love this night. Christine, man, I'm telling you guys, we got to get her some subscribers. She is one of the most pure-hearted people you will ever have the pleasure of knowing, and I love her. I do. I love her like family. You know, and honestly, it took a little while for her to grow on me. I had a tiff with her once, and she's one of my favorites. Outside of Laura, of course. I can't believe I'm still up. I'm going to sleep good tonight. Yeah, roller skating and stickers. It was thing, and dances, like high school dances. Remember that? Talent shows, elementary school. My glory days were definitely elementary school. Me liking to be the center of attention, go figure. You guys, reconnecting with Dan Rookie. I don't even know what to say about that. Anyway, I want to say I paid $100 for this bread machine, and I think now I'm thinking back on it, I think it was Amazon, because I had an Amazon gift card from work for top, I don't mean to brag, but for my company, I got like the most positive feedback as far as providing service to our passengers. So they gift you with Amazon gift cards. And I won because I had the most positive feedback. So anyway, just won a contest. So I think it was like $100 because I used my gift card. And it is a bread maker BM13333HUL, 120 volts, 60, whatever. And I had one for years, and I don't know what happened to it. I think it was a pin broke. But, you know, I love making my own homemade bread. I love making it rise overnight. I love the process. I love the work of rolling out my own dough like I'm Laura Ingalls or something from Little House on the Prairie. But don't always have the time, especially when I'm home for a day or 2 days once a week, 10 days a month, 12 days if it's a good bid. But I think I still have these. Now, the most important thing for me is the recipe book. The instruction manual, I could probably do without it, but I love the different recipes. Like, there was this one bread I made. It was like a rosemary olive oil bread. Oh, my God. Delish. Love it. So, you know what? That's okay. I could always go online and get a recipe book. Pretty basic anyway. Either use yeast or no yeast. But sourdough's probably sourdough. And you know what I need is a good pumpernickel. Do they even have pumpernickel bread anymore? Like, or rye bread? Oh, Lord. A good rye bread on a Reuben. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. Yeah, let me throw like some corned beef or pastrami in the crock pot overnight. Shred that up. Make some fresh rye or pumpernickel bread, please. Now I'm hungry, damn it. But yeah, it's just the instruction manual. You can always YouTube bread recipes, right? It's about the same size as my last one. But, look, I'm not using my mouth today for taking off the tabs. But yeah, it's not too bad. I need a bigger kitchen. I think it's time to buy a new house. I don't think this 4,000 square foot home is going to work for me anymore. Just kidding. 4,000. It's like 1,300. But, yeah, I told Jay I want a bigger house. But even though it's just me and him, you know. Alright, what do we got here? This will be it, and I'm going to wrap it up because I've been yapping. This is the part I was missing out of the spinner. So it's like the blade, almost like on a food processor. So that will like turn and knead your dough. And for some reason I had lost that in the other one. Cute little teaspoon, measuring cup, tablespoon, right? Love it. Got your cup measurements for your flour. The pin, that's a new one. Have no idea what the pin is for. I'm assuming it's going to be attached to our rotary blade to do the kneading. That's one thing. Should have told Dan. Like, it was always like Stouffer's Encore dinners, frozen stuff, Little Caesars pizza. Like, I throw down, brother. You don't even know. I will harvest my own corn. But, yeah. So you take this pan out, and then I don't want to break it. There's probably tabs. But then you put the blade down there in the center, right there. And it'll spin and knead your dough. And if you don't know, now you know. So, that is a wrap. I have been, you know, for somebody who hasn't really worked on my channel, I think this whole video turned into like a 3-hour video, right? Now I gotta clean this mess up. But, y'all, 9 people, that's all right. It's all right. Let me go back to your messages. I'm going to show you what I did my harvest. I don't do Halloween, I do fall decor. Okay, let me go back to your comments. I'm going to show you. I bet you've been to some amazing places. Yeah, Blue Grandma, I miss talking to you. It's been a while. I love those guys. Oh my gosh, girl, we'd have been great friends. We are good friends. We had a lot of common. Okay, absolutely. I was on the dance thing. Yep. You wait, you were on Dance Party USA too? Or Dancing on Air? All right. Hold on, Cheryl. I'm going to show you my Halloween decor. I'm going to wrap it up, I promise. I'm going to show you what I did today. And then I'm going to cut the video off, hop in the shower, scrub my face, give myself a facial, get ready for work. So I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to start with outside. I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, it's disorganized, not quite the way I want it to be, but if you do have to go, Cheryl, thank you so much for tuning in. You already know I love you, girl. But I'm going to show you outside. We've had some storms. So Jay's actually heading to Vegas in the morning because he's reffing some games. So this is our house. Well, that's not ours, but so these were from Temu, probably like 2 years ago, and they're magnets. So just stick them right there on the garage door, and it's happy fall, y'all. Cute little scarecrows, hedgehogs, apples, harvest stuff, and my piece of shit minivan. Some of the rocks that we painted years ago that needs to be redone. And again, I have not had a chance to. We have landscapers, but they never do our bushes. They're supposed to. So yeah, painted that. I got to repaint it. As you can see, the paint's fading on our waterfall. And then there's a little, I had something that covered that ugly pipe, but I don't know what happened. The ducts were painted. Landscapers break everything. Every time they come out here, I hear like rocks hitting the window and stuff. I got to put stickers up there. All right. Just showing you. Oh, you're still here. I love it. Okay, so yeah, that's what I did today. Again, I still got to pull weeds and stuff. I think this was before I knew about Temu. I got this at like Home Depot, and it was like $20 for that stupid flag. It's like Favorites with Laura could have made that. But well, again, it's a disaster. I've got to fix it. Sorry, guys. OCD. But yeah, I came out here. You guys have seen the fairy garden before, but I added some corn stalks. I think I got those at a dollar store a while ago. Like this right here. They broke it. They broke the ladder, and then they try to fix it like they didn't do shit. But the little girl, I gotta tell you guys, our neighbors across the street, I'm whispering, are from El Salvador, and they deported her, and we think the husband reported her because he's been partying it up and has so much traffic coming in and out since she left, which is really sad. But I did this fairy garden. I got these rocks from Home Depot, and I just kind of built them up, and she would come over kind of like a little dollhouse. I mean, they're poor, no judgment. And I would let her come and play with the drunk. You know, this is kind of shenanigans right here. It's my camping adventure. If you know, you know. I know Eric and George know. Can't hold my liquor. But she would come over and she would redecorate and move the garden around. So this like flows, and then the water would flow. There was a little pump I had hooked up, but I disconnected it and it would flow. I had a little bridge. So these cracks in the rock would flow water, and she would just come and have the time of her life playing in my yard, which I loved. This guy I gotta fix. Yeah, I gotta fix him. Sorry. I guess I'll do that later, but I've got to repaint him. And his shirt's a little big. Basically, it's just 2 pieces of wood. Yeah, it's kind of me after a couple glasses of Chardonnay. Hold on. There we go. We'll do that. We'll do that. There's my OCD is really bad today, guys. I haven't had my medication, so don't judge me. But I've got these fake apples. I think I got it like a garage sale. I painted this bench. It needs to be repainted, as you can see. Might see a couple lizards running around. But again, like I just took... Oh. See, now it's going to bother me. Anyway, fairy garden. As you can see, my roses are a hot mess. I don't like them growing past the awning or that bush. I got to clean up. But these don't work anymore. Those were Temu. I have no idea why not. This one is amazing. This little spout. What do they call that? Help me out here. It's the only one that works. These LED lights, this firework stuff. And I put the fake pumpkins out. Got some mint. Sage is going crazy. Mint. Some parsley in the back. Oh, trash. But it's a little cluttered for my taste. But all these light up at night. Well, not all of them, but like the mason jars. I've got to fix it. But that's the outside, so I'll show you what I did on the inside for my fall decor. And I really want to do what Eric and George did with the tree you keep up year-round. So what I do is I've got 3 trees. I like my gingerbread house tree, which is just all candy. I'll put it here in the bay window, but I'm thinking this year I could probably put both of them next to each other. And that, unfortunately, has the TV, so you won't see it, the big TV. But, all right, let me show you my hot mess. Bless this mess. Hello, sunshine. So, yeah, this is what happens after you do a haul. Got to finish packing for work. I promised myself I would downgrade on the makeup and only bring what's necessary. I need all the help I can get. But I took these... I think they were Temu. They're just like the twine, and wrapped them around the candle stick holders. But I made that years ago and had a hot glue. The arm fell off. Ended up giving my neighbor a bunch of fall decor. My favorite season. What about you guys? What's your favorite season? So it's not as organized as I would like, but again, you guys already know about my shelf. And let me do this. There we go. I still haven't finished it. But I do this one shelf, if nothing else, every holiday. It makes me feel like I did something. Okay, don't mind the mess, y'all. Seriously. I told Jay to fix this light a million times, and he has not. Like, this is just all over the place, but... Harvest Blessings, share. That's like dollar store, cheap stuff. Wait! Smile until it hurts. Are you guys still here? I want to introduce you to my celebrity guest tonight. Are you still here? I love that. I got that at a Goodwill. So let me know, Eric and George, if you're still here. So I'm going to show you how much I love you guys. I'm going to light those candles. Those are the flameless candles. But yeah, I still have, like, this lights up too. These leaves, like the one on the other one. Yeah, probably need to stay away from that spot right there. Got the stickers for the windows, got my batteries to hook up the lights, got my KitchenAid. But this is what I want to show you guys. Not this. But not too many people make an impact on me and my life as much as these dudes right here. Since they gave it to me last year, it has remained on my fridge. Look at those beautiful faces. You see how much I love you guys? Look, you're next to me, my brother, my nephew, my brother, his wife, Jay, my mother. You are up there with the family pictures and my beloved youngest. You're the only ones. But if Diane or Trisha or anybody else, oh my God. Cover your eyes, Eric, because I know. That's me right there. Hubba hubba. Devin, my youngest. Jay. Even got Evan. Oh, shit. Did you guys add Evan, my grandson's YouTube yet? This was his last report card. Few hiccups. That's a Temu dishwasher cover. It's like a magnet. You guys, that's awesome. If you haven't got, I've got one for Christmas too. But like, even if you just want a little, like, decor. Yep, you guys are right there. That's how much I love you. Damn, I'm cute. Just kidding. Got my to-go cup ready for me with my double chocolate chip coffee. I'll take that at Breakfast of Champions. It's kind of like that's bothering the hell out of me because I should have got more of those. I like the rubber mats. I hate the felt. In fact, I gave my neighbor all my felt ones because I wasn't feeling the felt. But yeah, just put some stuff out. Dollar store. These little hook magnets or suction cups are awesome. I love, oh shit. Love the magnets on the door. Just, but yeah. Put out some Halloween decor. Still got to go through these. Still have this bin I've got to go through. And I think I have a third one in the fridge. Yeah, that's in the fridge, in the garage. Dollar Tree. Look at this. Did you see these? Do you guys have these at your dollar store? Eric, George, I know you love your dollar store. Look at that. Look how freaking cute these dishes are. I just can't. Little placemats. Again, it's disorganized. Little glasses. I love it. Could clean up my mess. I've had that Christmas tree for like 4 years. Just put ice cubes in it. But there you have it. There you have it. Hey, Jerry, how are you? Yeah, those magnets are great for hanging up stuff. Oh, let me show you my messy bathroom. No, you guys already know how I am with my beauty essentials. My masks, my oils. These are great. I think I hauled them on my last video. These body oils. Strawberry shortcake. My favorite is the banana pudding's alright, but there's a Fruity Pebbles one that I love. So yeah. Scrubbed the shit out of this bathroom today. My back is hurting. Oh, didn't even realize the light is out. Looks like I need to replace it. You know, it got the bling. So I gotta clean. Let me show you how I live like a pig. Not really, but. Hey girl, hey. Jerry, how you doing, my love? Oh, yeah. Dude, we had a really bad scare last week. I needed those 6 days off because our plane almost went down. And I got to be careful what I post on social media because I have an NDA disclosure. But we hit a wind shear. You can Google it. And it was bad. And we were prepping for an emergency landing. And I thought I was going to die. And it made me really second guess my career choices. I was shaking so bad and trying not to show emotion because I have to maintain control of the aircraft as best I can. But I was scared. But thankfully, made it. I love this. My lost souls, my Timu cleaning, all my glasses because I lose them all the time, sunglasses, birds. Jay's got a thing for birds. Here's my messiness. This is the room when you guys come out. Eric and George, if you weren't following earlier, I was talking to favorites with Laura and Cheryl for Peace. There's a beauty school that has like all kinds of services from chemical peels to microneedling, facials, massages, all kinds of hair tinting, relaxing braids, anything you want. Like a chemical peel is $40 versus 400, which the girls were saying they spent. So I want to plan a spa day. Realistically, it might not happen till after the holidays because we're going to Europe for 10 days from the 19th to the 29th. But of course, I would have this more organized and cleaned up instead of having all this shit I pretty much have to give away. Hey, look, I still have the stuff you guys gave me. George and Eric, all here. As you can see, I keep it all. But this is one room. It'll sleep two. You can claim it. You can call dibs. I'll get all this crap put away. So I can fit two here, right? And then I got the California King. I can kick Jay out. As you can see, I didn't finish vacuuming. But California King, we can bunk up. We can be friends. Yeah, I didn't make the bed. I'm a slob. But fit two or three in here comfortably. So that's 3, 4, 5 just in the 2 bedrooms. Sorry, I'm sure you and Eric get into it, and George, but he collects the bar neon signs, and I try to make the place look good with like decorative wall pieces, and then this is obviously, I'm never home, so whatever. Obviously, this is all his side. Yep, can't even put his cords away. We've had some storms, so I haven't cleared out the patio yet. So that I will definitely have to scrub down. Hummingbirds come in every year. But yeah, so that right there is 5 people. I wish I had more time to finish organizing. So that's 5. You figure 2 on an air mattress, 6 or 7 if we're cramming. It'll fit lovely here. And then 2 more there. So what's that? What'd I say? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or you guys can get a hotel. It's around the side. But let's do it. Let's have a spa day. Like a good spa day. Spend 9 hours cleaning the house only to... All these I still have to go through. So 4th of July, some Christmas, that was garage sale stuff, camping stuff, appliances, grandkids stuff. Why did I do that? It's a mess. So I've got 3 more bins of fall decor out there. Yeah. Not a good look, Shannon. Not a good look. Anyway, my friends, I need to go scrub my ass and take a shower, give myself a facial, and put this stuff away. Get up early. Let's see, Jerry, would you say? Yes, those are adorable plates. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me go back to my comments before I sign off. Yeah, fresh bread. All right. Good night, Blue Grandma, if you haven't already left. Gotta go, peeps. Bye, Cheryl. Love you. All right, hold on. Hey, Jerry. Love you, Shannon. Sorry I missed you. It's okay. James Howard, hello. How are you? How are you? I'm good. Getting ready to close out. Going back to work. Tomorrow's my Monday. Yeah, the magnets are great, Jerry. Highly recommend. Pot holders, utensils, save space, limited space. We got a small house. You have what at the dollar store? You have the magnets at the dollar store? Sorry, I'm just catching up. Yeah, the plates, dollar store. Yeah. I'm always goofy, girl. You already know. Your house is very nice. Thank you. It's very simple. Like 1250 square feet. Very small. It's just us. Yeah, I was terrified. You're up. Oh, I still got a moderator in here if it's held for a review. Well, I will be praying for you in that hurricane. Is that the double threat? The storms, like two of them coming together? So you must be on the East Coast, yeah? What's Ripple? I smoke Ripple, not tobacco. I don't know what Ripple is. That weed? I used to. I don't do anything now. Working for the government, basically, we get random drug tested, so I can't even have a glass of wine any more than 14 hours before a reported shift, believe it or not. Oh, Palm Coast. Okay, yeah, I saw that. That's scary. Yeah. Yep, scary times. All right, my lovelies. Daytona. Yeah, my daughter, Jerry, is in Stewart, so still praying for you. But you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry, bless this mess. You already know it's been a long day. Now I got to take the next half hour and clean up my mess, hop in the shower, and go to bed. But those perfumes, if Eric and Georgia were here earlier, I know you've been doing 5 and below hauls, and I got to catch up on a few. But I'm going to try that Vaseline Petroleum Jelly / perfume and see how that works out. Because every time my girlfriend gave it to me, I thought it was a face cream, and I put it all over my face, and it was Vaseline with perfume. But my face smelled good, and it was shiny, but... All right. Long video, my apologies. A lot of excitement going on. Obviously, again, pretty hyper today, but time to clean up yet again. Anyway, I love you guys. Remember, be kind. Life is too short. You never know what somebody's going through. Happy to spend some of your time with me. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love you. Bye. Love you.